Winter is coming to an end, and we're talking about XRP to $1.04. Mr. Freddy will speak to us on the current Ripple v. SEC lawsuit and what's left and where he thinks this will go. We'll talk about the USD and 589 XRP because you have to. See what the Bitcoin maxes are predicting for the current Bitcoin price. Without further ado, let's dive into the Stanley because there's a lot to cover in Bitcoin. Is presently trading at 29,842, a 33% drop in the last 24 hours, and Ethereum is trading at 1608. It has dropped 82% in the last 24 hours, and USDC both arriving at their respective dollar. XRP is trading at a mean lean 51 cents, with a target of 52 cents, and is up 0.12%. The total cryptocurrency market cap trillion 1031 billion in the last hour and 24 hours. Folks, the bull run is so close to the bullish upsurge in November. If you've never strapped on before, get ready. You'll know when it strikes if you've been a part of a bull run before getting ready for the most thrilling days in crypto. When it arrives, you'll know. You'll be at a loss for what to do. That is why it is critical to devise an exit strategy and determine your price. No one is advising you to sell everything, but you have to do a leveraging technique that is the safest method to get out 10% and start scaling up. As a result, if prices suddenly begin to fall, you will have locked in some issues, pros, and the like. The advantage of locking in profits is that you can always buy the dip and keep your remaining bags, and you'll have some cash to play with. That's what you should be thinking about right now. This promotion, Lux Lines, is coming to an end. I believe there are only 10 days remaining. Its 72 potions have been distributed. The Lux Line NFT that you purchased is valued at least one of the points on the list will earn you a free potion to use in the breeding lab. Well, till October, you will be able to design your very own NFT right in front of your very eyes. 31st, so act now, lock yourself in, and take advantage of this discount. Once the promotion expires, potions will revert to their regular pricing. If you think of it like that, it's almost like a Bojo deal. According to Cointelegraph, one of the Bitcoin Quarter developers exposed a security problem in the Lightning Network and announced his retirement from the project, stating that, "I'm having my involvement effective now." In the development of the Lightning Network and its implementations, including coordinating the resolution of security issues at the protocol level, the best network was the Lightning Network. It was so safe and secure out there. What are the core developers leaving as proof that it now works? They are, of course, the Lightning. Remember when the network didn't work? There were complaints about 3 years ago that people were attempting to send more than $100 through the Lightning Network and it was simply disappearing. I've already given you Bit's picture. The utilization of Lightning networks has been decreasing. This is for a reason. It doesn't work. They tried it in El Salvador and it didn't work. They claim it was free. It wasn't free. They claim it was fast. It wasn't fast, and there were lines out the door. Duplicate transactions. The answer is that the money never arrived. I don't believe so. Thus, what I believe here is that Bitcoin has one and only one function, and that purpose is to be a store of wealth, just like gold is currently a nasty game. Do we have any dirty games going on? Remember Sharms. He was the one who predicted when the case would be filed. Finally, he was the one who predicted that the SEC would dismiss more accusations against Ripple, so let's do what Aldera likes to phrase surrender. Now he's saying, "Dear XRP Army, the AMD is genuine, and the validators are playing a dirty game against Ripple. In retaliation for the Hooks Amendment, the validators are not allowing the AIM market makers to pass. So what's going on here just to catch everyone up? Ripple certainly wants the automated market makers to pass. There must be a vote by all validators, and there must be. I believe that around 80% of validators must vote for this to pass, but they are all voting no. They're all in a small conspiracy, some hoots against Ripple, because Ripple didn't want hooks and modifications. They didn't want smart contracts. They're forcing them to do a branch of the XRP ledger has it, So they're all banding together and working together to put an end to the automated market maker amendment's filthy tricks. Folks, if you've been following and paying attention to the in-Twitter places, you'll notice a lot of fighting and bickering. It must come to an end. Just before the end of the year, we must all band together and become one. The crypto winter is approaching, according to Morgan Stanley, and I agree with them. We made it, folks. I don't like to think of myself as a bull market survivor. People, you don't survive a bull market. If you've been here, you're a bear market survivor, and I've been here through 2 bear markets. You truly are a survivor. Have made it, and we're about to be rewarded as the bull market, the uptrend, is approaching quickly. We're just about 11 days away from seeing the uptrend in Bitcoin kick in, and it might have already kicked in Bitcoin stays above 30. We might not see another drop, we might just be going up. Up from here, before you know it, you'll be looking at Bitcoin in the $40,000 range, and people will still be hoping for that one. Final plunge, one last capitulation. The one ultimate wipeout, but it's not happening anytime soon. Bitcoin is at an all-time high. We're in 6-figure territory for Bitcoin. We're looking at around $10 to $150,000, and it's too late, and the fund will begin crypto speak put. This is the current top 20 list of XRP. What's in your Zoo wallet in terms of ledger tokens? So, Deluxe Lynn's Twitter page claims that the only reason you don't see it is because of the TDN token. Because all of those tokens are locked up in NFTs, the TDN token appears on this page. They are currently in Tier 1. You should pay attention if you haven't been following the Deluxe network. I can tell you right now that the token's name is Black and White TDN. The Deluxe network is the name of the project. Are developing an interoperable layer. Every metaverse, consider this if you are a part of 10 metaverses. Why do you need to buy 10 of the same car? We're creating a marketplace that will use the TDN token, and it will be able to be used in all of the other metaverses. We're allowing in-game products from these other metaverses to come out and be sold for the TDN token, which can then be swapped into XRP. Or a stablecoin serves a purpose. Here's the website for the metaverse. It's the Deluxe network. You can hear it. Abreast is available for as little as $25. Purchase a chest up to a couple. It all depends on how many tokens you have. You want to garner attention because it will be too late when it is on the first tier exchange and the liquidity market maker gets in after all the partnerships are publicized. Color coding. Here's your XRP upgrade to a 140 when XRP closes a full-bodied weekly candle over Fibonacci 618, which is around 51 cents for a fantastic FIB-shattering climb. Prepare for a quick rise to a 140. Here's the chart right now. We're fighting that resistance right now, and if we break out, we'll get to 150. Who's been talking about that range? Since a 150 is our first stop, expect a lot of sideways movement at 150, because that is when we need to see the blast through. Maybe we can get XRP up into that perfect zone for the markets to catch up. Things we have discussed numerous times. Again, many people ask me in DMs. Every day where is XRP going? It's really simple if we just have a normal bull run and we don't see institutional money jump in XRPs going $3 to $6.50 if we see any sort of clue of an ETF coming and getting approved, which I truly believe will happen if we see any type of hint of institutional money arriving. We will fully anticipate the parabolic blow-off peak, which will take us to a double-digit XRP. It's that simple. Friend Rapol, an attorney, weighs in on the Sirs Ripple lawsuit. Listen up, and we won't have an app result until September 2025. Well, you know, I would have said 26 if the trial was on September 25. You know we're not doing the trial, so it's out there, but think about everything that might happen, and what I'm saying right now with the SEC says they're sitting on $770 million that they could completely lose and disappear into. Nothing if Ripple wins on appeal. Therefore, the SEC has more to lose than Ripple does where we are. The SEC stands to lose more than Ripple stands to lose 770 million people. There were 4 open pending charges against Ripple. These three have already won the only one that is still open, which is about institutional sales and Ripple selling to institutions. The big victories are already behind us. XRP is not a secure currency. Brad and Chris are exonerated. If there was no fraud, if there was fraud involved, we would be in big trouble. There is no indication of fraud, which is simply wonderful. What we desired, that was all we had. The only thing that remains is institutional sales. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you going to be concerned if Ripple can't sell to institutions over the counter anymore? I won't be, because I believe the institution should be required to purchase XRP. If institutions need to acquire extra on the exchanges or through a subsidiary, what will happen to the price when that huge money enters? Will it jack the price up in XRP, or will it keep stable? That is why we require the AMA to bypass the automated market maker. This will help to keep the pricing consistent as well, and there is a chance for you to earn some XRP provided you know what you're doing, how to play, and how to leverage it. This lawsuit, in my opinion, is over, and the last clean sweep is nearly complete. The SEC can't prove who Ripple was selling to who was in the US and who was outside the US, since the SEC has no jurisdiction outside the US. They're not going to be able to break it down and go through the ledger and figure out who owns what and what went where, and they have a lot to lose, $770 million. Consider that for a moment. I'm going to leave it there. ARV is out, so watch your damn hands, be kind, and be good to one another.